What's up guys, welcome back to District Trending. In this video we're going to be going over the real meaning behind New Patek by Lil Uzi Vert. And very quickly before we start, if you are a fan of Lil Uzi Vert, make sure to leave a like on this video. I'm kind of interested to see how many Lil Uzi fans we have here watching this video. And if you are new around here, make sure to subscribe to District Trending with notifications on so you never miss another update on what's going on in the rap game. And if you would like to join District Trending's iPhone 10 giveaway, all you need to do is leave a like on this video and subscribe to the channel with notifications on to be entered. If you would like a shout out on all of our newest videos, plus wanted what advice with how to build a YouTube channel with the best tips on the YouTube algorithm, make sure to click the join button on a PC on our channel's page. Starting off with some really basic stuff, New Patek was released on September 18th, very early in the morning, so at 12 a.m. As I'm recording this, it was pretty much under an hour, if not an hour, since he released it. Interestingly enough, the song originally was not called New Patek, it was originally called 5 Minutes, and it premiered for the first time ever at Lollapalooza 2018. And with it at the time being called 5 Minutes, people thought that it would have a very similar tone and beat to 20 Minutes. I actually realized when looking at both songs next to each other, New Patek really focuses a lot more on lyrics, and 20 Minutes itself focuses a lot more on the beat. When Lil Uzi Vert pauses, the beat plays for a little bit. So probably some point during production, Lil Uzi Vert decided to either scratch part of the lyrics or part of the entire song and just, go his own way with it, and it went a different direction, and that's completely fine. Lots of artists do that all the time. If you aren't aware, New Patek is actually one of the first songs, if not the first song, that Lil Uzi Vert has released part of his new album, Eternal Atake. It's been a year since Lil Uzi Vert has released music, with Love Is Rage 2 as the last album that he has released. And it definitely has been a minute since we've been graced with some new Lil Uzi Vert music, so let's get a look into the lyrics of New Patek. And you guys are definitely going to want to watch to the end, because what Lil Uzi Vert says at the very end of the song is actually pretty shocking. Getting into the lyrics now, Uzi goes, "New Patek on my wrist," and if you don't know what a Patek watch is, you probably should if you're watching this video, but basically it is a very luxurious type of watch, pretty much like a Rolex, but a little more high tier. Like, it is very complicated the way it works. I'm not going to get into it, but obviously you already know. And then he goes, "White diamonds," and then it hits pink. Now, if you don't know what it means when he hits pink, it's basically talking about a diamond tester, and when it's testing a real diamond, the tool registers the lights and it goes all the way up to the red pink section to show that they're real. And this is Uzi basically ensuring that his diamonds are all real, implying that they hit pink are real, and that the diamond tester shows it, and fake diamonds do not hit pink. And of course, with all the rappers flexing all the fake jewelry that they had, it is pretty cool that Uzi decided to throw in that line there about him having real diamonds. And speaking of rappers fake flexing, we actually did a video here on District Trending about 10 rappers that flexed a bunch of fake jewelry, so if you guys are interested in that, make sure to click on our channel page. Moving a little forward into the song, we have Uzi saying, "New finger rings sit like a sink." Now, Uzi made a similar comparison on Pretty Miami, where he goes, "Diamonds all up in pinky, this thing's tapped." Now, Uzi is actually comparing the diamonds on his finger to water from a sink. Thinking about things that Lil Uzi really does love, he loves his triple S's, and he goes, "Triple S got that extra grip, so you know that I cannot slip." And if you don't know what a triple S is, it is a very specific type of shoe that has 3 soles. And the actual shoe that Uzi is referring to is the Balenciaga Triple S trainers. I'm probably butchering that horribly, so let me know down below how it is actually pronounced. But theoretically, if a normal shoe would have, a grip to the ground, then 3 extra soles would make that grip a little better. And I guess that's why he's saying that he can't slip. And right here on the screen, I have a picture of Uzi wearing the Triple S trainers, so you can see that he actually really is a fan of these shoes, even though they are incredibly expensive. I don't know if it's just like one of those trends that, rises and falls, but personally, I'm a Yeezy person, so I would prefer those rather than these. I think they kind of look like, just oversized Skechers in my opinion, so let me know down below your opinions on these shoes. Another way to interpret that line is actually falling off, and if you don't know what I mean, is basically becoming irrelevant, having, being a one-hit wonder, or being relevant only for a few years and then just being irrelevant once again. Now, I know that's happened to a few people, but I think that's what he means by that, because if you're buying a really expensive shoe, because these Triple S's actually go for a lot of money, almost like $1,000 or something like that, it would make a lot of sense that, you would stay relevant because, you're flexing that, you're making money, so it makes a lot of sense. Keep in mind, since the entire year that Uzi has not posted, he has stayed relevant not only by having really good songs already, but also by features. He's been featuring in Juice WRLD's Wasted, Travis Scott's Watch, Playboi Carti's Shooter, Lil Baby's Life Goes On, and G Herbo's Who Run It. And of course, Lil Uzi has not forgotten about his fans, and I'm pretty sure whenever Eternal Atake drops, it will probably be the best album of that year. If it drops in 2018, by the end of this year, it will probably be the best album of 2018. I have no doubt about that. And if it does drop next year, it probably will be the best album and hit all the top numbers by then. And even when he's grinding out his album, he still has features all over the place, so it's like you're never missing him. He's never really truly gone from the rap scene. And this next line actually caught me pretty much by surprise, because I never thought of Uzi as being a pro wrestler kind of guy, but he mentions a very specific pro wrestler here called Rey Mysterio, and he even calls him out by the number 619, which is officially his number. And Rey Mysterio himself is actually the greatest cruiserweight wrestler of all time, and 619 is Mysterio's finishing move and a reference to the area code of San Diego, which Rey represents. This line doesn't really have any significance to it. I just found it really funny, and he goes, "Yeah, my boys on the block selling O's, no Cheerios. I don't wake up in the morning for cereal," which is actually kind of funny because he mentions Cheerios, and which is a very popular brand of cereal, and he doesn't wake up in the morning for it. I think this is so funny to me because out of all the brands of cereal that Uzi could have said, he mentioned Cheerios, and now obviously that could have been because of the flow, so it sounds really nice and it rhymes. But like, I'm more of a Fruit Loops guy, so I guess I'm a little biased here, but like, out of all the brands, he just decided to choose like the most like stale and like average brand of cereal. The next line that has a lot of symbolism to it, in my opinion, is when Uzi goes, "I'm an octopus, I cannot breathe without water, so I put my diamonds on my tentacles." Now this is himself. I thought at first it was a little weird that he would compare himself to an octopus, something that lives underwater, but then it realized to me that Uzi is referring to his diamonds as ice, and where Uzi draws parallels with the octopus, claiming that he cannot live without his ice/water. I'm sure in the next few days we're going to get a bunch of Photoshop edits of Uzi's face on an octopus, so I'm definitely excited to see those, but I think his like interpretation of that was actually kind of, you know, unique in the way where he would compare himself to something that no one else would think of, and then he just goes in and, you know, he makes that comparison that actually does make a little bit of sense. The next line really emphasizes how much Uzi really does love Transformers and Optimus Prime in general, and he goes, "Tell me, little boy, if it's beef I get to chopping like it's Prime, and I'll treat you like you Optimus." So obviously that's a play on words with, you know, Prime Beef and then Optimus Prime. And this next lyric does bear a lot of significance, where he goes, "Yeah, I swore he is my clone. I had to do this all on my own." And Uzi does say this because he has had a lot of people imitating him in the past, and he actually does mention this several times in his other songs, if you don't know. And when someone does copy Lil Uzi Vert, it really does get under his skin, and he does have to go on a song and just basically rap about it and flex at the fact that he is the original and that he did it all on his own. And as Uzi was starting out, he thought his music was pretty unique, and he didn't even know it was going to take off. He goes, "At first I didn't really realize it was going to take off. I was just doing it because I had younger people around me who liked music, but I never thought it was going to work. I realized it was something because I had SoundCloud, and he saw that his numbers went from 20 to 150 views, 150 views to 1,000, from 1,000 to 3,000, and the 150 felt really lit at the moment, and the 3,000 was something else, and he just kept going." And in my opinion, everything that Uzi does is original. He is pretty eccentric and unique in the way that he does mention a lot of pop culture things that you wouldn't really think that a rapper like him would be into. Like, he does mention Pokemon in a song at one point, and I am a big Pokemon fan, so I actually got really excited when he mentioned that. And another pop culture reference that Uzi does mention is Naruto, and he goes, "Throw signs up like Naruto, put metal in my nose like pain." So yeah, you can definitely tell that Uzi does have his own influences. He really does like anime, kind of like X, and it really does go to show that your influences as a kid really do influence you later on in life, as it does for Uzi here. And I really do think that's why people do like Uzi a little more, is because people do enjoy his explicit references, and of course, you know, him being unique. Anyways, I am going to end the video off here, but if you guys did enjoy, make sure to leave a like on this video and comment down below your favorite lyric from the new Patek song, or just your thoughts on the Uzi song in general. But if you are a new renter and you do want to stay updated with all the brand new news on the rap game, make sure to subscribe to the channel with notifications on so you never miss an upload. And if you would like to join our iPhone 10 giveaway, once again, all you have to do is leave a like on this video and subscribe to the channel with notifications on to be entered. Anyways, thank you guys again for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one.